All right. What a shot, man. How professional does that look? University of Arkansas, Mullins Library, Friday the 13th, which 13 was a lucky number, I think, for a long time. Things, people are cuckoo. 13 colonies. I don't really care. How do you live your life? How do we live our lives? All this other stuff is just kind of mumbo jumbo. What do they call it when the rubber hits the road? What did you do today? And one thing we don't say very much, what didn't you do today? A great quote from the Buddha 500 years before Jesus. Give thought to what you do or don't do, not to what others do or don't do. Quit judging others. Quit pointing over there. Look at them. Look at them. Like Trump is, the enemy within. They're the vermin. They're the people bought into that. It's easy to do. Jesus warned people too. Easier to see the dust in your neighbor's eye than the log in your own. I think he said mote, or they quoted him. Who knows what he said? It's changed over the thousands of years, and a lot of people use him for their own devices. People talk about Christians. I see so many Christians that love money and hate people. It's like, wow, I mean, what does that have to do with Jesus? From what I've read, he was the opposite of that. Remember, Trump was at a religious meeting, and these people who voted for him, and he's saying, I'm Christian. It's like, what? What does that mean? You're making the word meaningless because of all the bad things that happen. Not just for that religion, for so many religions, all the wars and hatred and self-righteousness and intoleration and judgment, judging others. He warned you. It's easy to see the dust in their eye, but not the log in your own. So we bought into that. Times are hard, and we've created these hard times by voting in Republicans who cut taxes on the rich. Reagan called it trickle down. That's in 1980. Now you may want to, work hard and love your kids and have fun with your friends, but if you're not a good citizen, if you're not helping create a better place, I mean, you're just part of the problem. You're creating the rich and poor. You're creating the struggling working class by voting in rich people who cut their own taxes. So that's what Trump and the Republicans did the first time he was elected. He cut their own taxes, cut corporations' taxes. And most of the corporations, the big stockholders, that's the top 10% of America, top 20. They like to talk about stock market. How did the stock market do today? Well, the stock market is basically owned by the top 20% of America. And we've been fed a bunch of lies. Oh, we got to protect them. If we don't protect them, they won't, trickle down on us. Yeah, we need to get some bravery, some honor, and fight for goodness and we the people, and the least among mine. What is that? Is that Mark 35, 38 to 40 or something? How you treat the least of mine is how you treat me. God's saying, supposedly, but it's a good teaching. How you treat the least of mine is how you treat me. You treat God by how you treat the afflicted, the sick, the poor. But we don't give a shit about them. We push everything to the top. You can say, I don't push everything to the top. Yeah, you vote like that. So you do. You want to blame these people. Who cuts the taxes on the rich? Why is wealth concentrated? Republicans. You can say some of the good things you like about them, but you can't deny that. So you elect a billionaire, dishonorable, dishonest, hateful. You elect a billionaire, second time around, and one of his buddies, that is the richest man in the world, spends $240 million helping get him elected, and may be involved in the administration where these these corporations are hurt, these businesses are hurt, but his might be helped. Dishonorable America right now. We did it to ourselves. You don't understand. Many people don't understand, and they'll play ignorance. Hey man, I can't buy groceries, and I can't pay for. Okay, all right. So let's figure out the best way to go forward in helping out the working people and the average people. Uh, if your idea of billionaires, tyrants, dictators running this country again, like George III, it's a sad day, sad day. So, what did the richest man in the world say? Well, maybe look at this tweet. Huh? Maybe cutting Social Security and Medicare is a good thing. Cutting taxes for the rich and then cutting Social Security and Medicare for the working people, average people, poor people. What kind of morality is that? I don't see it. What kind of Jesus is that? I don't see it, man. I don't see it. We need to grow up. We need to grow the hell up and love and honor and protect each other and the earth. Maybe the greatest catastrophe right now, besides people struggling all over the world while others are billionaires, is the planet being destroyed primarily, but not totally, because we have, deadly chemicals, we have plastic everywhere, garbage, overpopulation, but burning fossil fuels, gas, oil, coal, is creating a catastrophe climatically. Record drought, record fire, record heat, water scarcity. People are going to start moving. You think there's immigration now. Wait till there's no water in more and more places. You and I would move. Hey, there's no water. We got to move. Reckless, reckless. And the heat and the humidity creating, and the hot oceans creating worse storms. Instead of 110 miles an hour, maybe 150. Instead of 4 inches of rain in 24 hours, maybe 15 inches of rain in 24 hours. And this is what we have to do. We have to look at ourselves. We're doing this. We continue to do this. We continue to drive cars and burn gas and burn coal, and burn oil, and don't really give a shit. We just elected the billionaire that says, drill, 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 burn, burn, burn. It makes fun of clean energy. Man, how sick are we? How sick are we? Let's be realistic. How blessed are we? How holy are we? How wonderful are we? That's there too. And that's what we got to go to. That's what we need to move back into. We need to move back into here. We've been seduced partly by this stupid ass internet that sells us algorithms that try to push hatred and seduction, division, but you're not talking about the rich and poor. You don't see that. You'll see sports and women with very few clothes on, and macho guys. All these guys, it's a big deal to be really strong, but you're not very strong for your community. Not very strong for honoring Earth. I don't know how much those muscles will do for you there. So much lies and propaganda coming from not just here. When people say, "Oh, look what the internet said about me," it's like you don't know if that was the internet. In America, it might have been Russia, China, Iran, a lot of places that's just throwing stuff at us to upset us because they're our enemies, trying to create division, anger, hatred, and it's also here. And as I've said, the really rich people, they want us talking about bullshit and not economics and tax policy and monetary policy and a wealth tax and equality. Remember that word? Remember that word? Equality. And people don't even want to say that word. Oh, you mean you want everybody equal? You want to be a communist? No, I don't want to be a communist. I like democracy. We need to create. We need to create our own best world. But instead of like this, and it's becoming like this, we need to come like this. No more poverty. Why do we have poverty? Because we don't give a shit. That's why. That's why we have poverty. Because we don't care. What's the first commandment, Jesus? Love God and love each other. I'll go with that, baby. I'll go with that. Let's get back to that. Or let's go to that. We've never been there. We can. If we want, we can. My brothers and my sisters.